It's your girl Just Bree coming at you with another video. So it's a oldie but goodie, and I think we will find out. We'll catch her in some. This is an oldie but goodie video. The pain of losing my partner by the rat, also known as Soncerae Monique. I'm going to dissect this video, and we'll see how many contradictions we'll come up with this time. All right, here we go.
I lost my life partner, and my life partner was so important to me. And I lost him um, many years ago. And but I stayed with him. Like I didn't lose him to death or anything like that. I saw him drift away. I saw him turn into another man, and I didn't like seeing the way that his life was turning. I didn't like the man that he was becoming. And even after I saw I didn't like the man that he was becoming, I still stuck by him and I stayed with him for 4 years throughout all of our problems, throughout all of his changes, throughout all of the disappearances. Usually, when I'm talking to a man about my relationships and my personal life, when I'm off camera and I'm talking, having personal conversations, I always call in my life partner. And anybody who's been around me knows how I've always felt so
Then
strongly
the
about Ben.
two of us,
And
we left
I love,
no
and to this day, I
more.
love
A
Ben
rat for a rat,
so
y'all.
much. And I don't see Ben anymore. I don't even know where Ben is. You know, I lost contact with Ben. And even when I would leave town or I would go travel, I would always make sure I told him where I was. And when I would come back, I would make sure I contacted him. But he seemed so nonchalant about our experience with each other and our relationship. And um,
So let me get this straight, Miss. I was a minister at 15. I've been giving advice since I was 2. Bitch, you stayed in a relationship for what, 4 years, even though he left the relationship way prior to y'all actually splitting up. He ignored you. He made you feel, like he didn't care, but you stuck around. Okay.
he just seemed not interested in me or building something with me. I don't know if he just wasn't interested in building in general. I just know for me, I kept trying to push the idea of us building a family together, building finances together, moving in.
You're pushing a man, okay? A woman pushing a man who has no real interest in you and your daughter, because you have a daughter, bitch. This is the man that you tried to work. You are pathetic. And I'm only saying that because you get on here and you preach and you pretend as though, you giving out this super positive advice and you're so positive and everything like that, putting on this front. You are a big fucking liar. And that's what I hate the most. You are not authentic, okay, in the least. Real recognize real, and bitch, you ain't real, okay?
Together, doing things like that, and his mind just didn't seem like it was on the same things. And so he's been through a lot, I'm sure, but a lot of his life he didn't share with me. And it is extremely important that when you meet someone that you want to be in a relationship with, that you speak openly about your past, that you talk about the things that you want happening in your present, and you talk about your future. I mean, I cried so many nights over Ben. I mean, Ben broke me. And people say, you gave up on relationships. That's why you're poly now. That's why you don't like committed relationships. That's why you don't like, uh, you know, any of that conformity or responsibility of having to be with one.
A person who don't like committed relationships but complained about priests um having multiple random women. Make it make sense, Soncerae.
Person for the rest of your life. The idea of having a life partner sounds pleasant to me. It really does. Do we have to do it the same way society wants us to, or have these rules and regulations that society wants us to have? No, not so much. But before I met Ben, I had so many conversations with the universe. I spoke to God and I said so many times, I'm going to change the type of woman I am. I'm going to change myself in so many different ways. Being in the relationships I was in prior, I would hear men talk to me about all of the things that they didn't like that I was doing inside of a relationship. They were telling me I wasn't sexual enough, I wasn't open enough, I had a temper, I was working too hard and too much, and they wanted me.
She has a temper. Not Miss I'm a domestic violence victim. Domestic violence abuse victims don't usually have tempers or fight back, you raggedy, dry lip bitch.
To be a little bit more domesticated and feminine and open sexually. So before Ben came, I said to God, the next relationship that I get in,
Oh God, here she go. Oh, talking to God about the next relationship. She prayed for a priest and God matched her fly. He matched her. She got just what the fuck she deserves. So now she praying for this man now too.
regardless to who the guy is, send me the guy that you want me to build my life with, and I will change everything about myself. This past year has been different.
Sorry about
Different
this
routines,
commercial.
different locations,
I should have
different.
did what I tell everybody else to
This
do.
relationship all together.
FYI, don't forget to fast forward your video all the way to the end and restart it in order to skip commercials. I've been telling people that over and over, and then here I am. I didn't do it.
That's how tired I was. I had been through so many things. I was broken in so many different ways before Ben even came. And I was going through a healing process and trying to find and evaluating myself and becoming a new person and trying to be a grown woman. And I kept saying, I'm a grown woman now. I need to find a man who is trying to be grown with me. And I met him right after I started, praying to God about sending me the right guy. And so when he came, I tried to become the best woman I could be for him. And no matter how hard I tried to be good to this man, he never.
So, my question is this, bitch. You want to blame this on God, but do you go down your list of questions? In my humble opinion, getting to know someone first requires a series of questions and observation. And how do you feel about marriage? And would you like to get married one day? Do you want children? Do you believe in God? What is your relationship with God? What is your relationship with your family? Where do you work? Where did you graduate? All these questions. She's making it seem as though God sent her this man. But a lot of times, you know, we see what we want, we do what we want. And then we want to blame it on God. So, okay, here we go.
never accepted it. It was like in the beginning, we were so like in tune with each other. Like every time
That's the honeymoon phase of any relationship, you idiot.
I'd make him laugh, he'd give me a kiss. Every time I came to his house, I would bring him a gift or bring food or bring something. You know,
Wait a damn minute. Every time she went to his house, she gave him a gift and brought him some food. The fuck? I mean, I'm not opposed to giving gifts and giving food. whatever that whatever that means. I don't know what she brought him, a bowl of chili, a bowl of spaghetti every time she went over there. But I'm going to pour into a man what he pours into me. Um, and furthermore, I'm not in the business of catering to that extent when we're just dating. Okay, I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna be feminine. I'm gonna be soft. I might surprise you here and there with a little something, something. Come up, I might come over, and take out some of your groceries and cook dinner. But I'm not bringing you no food unless you coming over to my house, and I'll cook for you. But she's so fucking needy. But this is the bitch that's got all these credentials and was a minister at 15. So she just goes out her way off the rip, just to give a man just everything, that she has.
I was just so loving, so like
And by the way, I mean that for a man too. You don't go off the bat, within the first few months of the relationship, just pouring into somebody and just giving them your all. You still don't know that person yet.
open to listening to his life, and I knew so many things about his life, and I'm giving him massages, I'm picking him up from work,
Wait a
I'm
minute. She said it was a lot of stuff. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on.
so like open to listening to his life, and I knew so many things about his life, and I'm giving him massages,
I thought she said something about he didn't tell her everything.
I'm picking him up from
Hmm.
work, I'm bringing lunch to his job for him, I'm doing everything.
She picking him up from work. I'm not opposed to a man not having a car. Okay. Oh, the older I get, I'm trying. I'm not as superficial. I don't think. I'm not opposed to maybe doing this for a man like in your early 20s, but 25 on up, if you ain't got no car, your own place, and a job, I need to know why.
Everything I could possibly think of that is right for a man, and none of this stuff was penetrating with this man. I'm doing threesomes with this man.
Penetrate. Wait. Whoa. 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 Oh Lord. Oh my God. Okay. All right, child. I
I'm open
cannot.
sexually. I'm doing whatever he wants to do sexually. I am all in with the guy. I'm doing everything, anything. And so,
Ladies, and I ain't trying to give no advice, but this is a problem. This is the bitch that says she's the life coach and she's got the credentials. Okay.
he ends up cheating on me, and we break up. And to
He
me, I
cheated.
don't even
How the
think
fuck is he cheating if you polyamorous? Oh my God. I got braids in my hair, y'all. Y'all should see me pulling my braids like I got.
we
Ah,
was together in his mind ever. And so this is not me putting him on blast, by the way. I don't want anybody to think I think Ben
she
is a
put.
bad guy. I love Ben. He is so funny. He is so clever. He does like these magic tricks with cards. He's always been into the
Oh
youth. He's
my
always been
God.
into basketball training. He is such a private guy. So
Oh
I
my
don't want
God.
anybody to feel
He's
like
such
I'm
a
putting him
private guy, but she got his picture blasted on fucking YouTube on the girl. My God.
blasting or trying to tell all of our business and
Oh my
blah blah blah.
God.
No, 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 no. There's a reason why I'm telling the story. And so I
She not
realized
trying to.
after a
Oh
couple of
Lord.
years of dating him, I realized after we're having all of these problems and he's not communicating the way that he should, and I'm
And now it takes a couple of years for her to figure this out, right? I'm just saying, maybe I'm just a little too fast for my own good. But baby girl, no.
starting to feel like maybe he's with other women, but he's not necessarily telling me anything about his life.
Whoa, whoa! You said, good child. Okay, y'all heard it for yourself. Now I don't, girl.
Nothing, right? He's not saying too much of anything, okay? And when we do get around each other, the stuff that we talk about is interesting, but it has nothing to do with building anything or taking each other serious or anything like that. But we're spending
What?
time together, but it's still he's at a distance. And so I
From
noticed
a
that
distance.
all of the things I remembered, all of the wonderful things I remembered about when we first got together, or the things that made me interested in him to begin with, or the things that were making me hold on to this man, and he had completely forgot about all of that stuff. Like I could tell him something wonderful that he did, or something good that we did, or how much fun we had, and he has no idea. He doesn't even remember that we did it. And it disturbs me. Like anytime he was sick, because he had been sick around me a lot because of too much drinking, and we would go out to parties and he would get sick. I never.
Now this is the person that she tried to build with. Um, that she was gonna bring into her child's life. I would imagine. Okay.
Left him there by himself, or I will always take care of him when he needed me to. And it just seemed like I was always doing the right thing. But deep down inside, I know that there was something I was doing wrong that was hurting this man. And still to this day, I don't know what it was. At first, he used to say, I would make him feel dumb or stupid, or I wasn't listening to anything he had to say.
Oh.
And these were the things that he was.
Oh. 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 So you condescending, raggedy. She's so condescending on this on YouTube. I can't imagine her being condescending in real life. Oh no. Oh. He says she's condescending. She makes him feel stupid. Not the rat.
Saying to me, and I was like, I don't understand what you're saying. You know what I mean? Like
Oh,
I
you
don't
can't
get
comprehend,
what you're
huh?
saying. The problem between the two of us is we had a communication. We communicated in two different ways. The way that he
Not
communicated
the man
was on a
God sent
completely
you.
different level than the way I communicated. So it made us clash when it came to
No,
things.
no, yeah, it made you clash because you was a condescending, know it all, wanna be righteous bitch. Oh my God.
Talk to each other. So the only time we could actually have a conversation is if we were talking about something that didn't involve feelings or anything serious, because he would feel extremely uncomfortable during those conversations. And there's so many things that I look back and say, hey, I wish I could have changed this. I wish I could have been a different kind of woman. I wish I wouldn't have did such and such.
Well, 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 well. So then it was you. So apparently you were verbally abusive, condescending, and you're contemplating or trying to figure out what you could have changed because you are the problem.
Back and forth, shoulda, coulda, woulda. But he is the only man out of all of the men in my entire life that I've been head over heels in love with. And
Sorry,
will never forget. I
all
will
of them.
never forget him. He was always so important to me, and he's still important to me to this day. If I could be with him right now, I would.
You know, the self esteem that you would have to have somebody fucking ignore your stupid, sorry ass for 4 years to still want to be with him. That's the kind of counselor you need now.
And I always dreamt of being married to him and us having kids. And, the little quirky things that he would do, I would imagine in my mind.
And I'm not saying women are wrong for falling in love and being stupid. Been there, done that. Most of us have. But the way she portrays, like, you know what I'm saying, today, as if she's just so well versed in relationships, and she has no successful relationship.
And, I would come home and he would be there doing those little quirky things that he does. And but there were so many wonderful things that I appreciated about him. But then he turned into this guy that I hated. It,
Well, apparently you turned too, bitch. You had issues that you sitting up here contemplating, and now he turns into a guy that you hate, that you would go back to in a heartbeat if he took you back. What are we talking about here?
it's because the hatred he had for me, he was starting to wear on the outside. So he became mean and cruel and ugly to me. It's like the guy that I was looking at before, he was not
I
even
gotta pee.
attractive to me. And there's still so many wonderful things about him that I think
Oh
about that I
my
wish I could
god.
amplify and pull those characteristics from him and put him into another guy and create like my own perfect guy. And the closest person I can think that could make me feel as good as Ben made me feel is Daddy-O. But Daddy-O and Ben are two completely different men. Like I would never marry Daddy-O ever.
Was this the is this one of the violent relationship one of the violent relationships you had? Cause all your relationships was violent, rat. So you want to go back with this violent beast that you said all your relationships was violent? And you looking back at Daddy O too, huh, bitch?
And Daddy knows this. But Ben, I would build a family with Ben. Ben is someone I would still consider being with. He is the only man on the entire planet that I would consider marrying.
I think I want a title. Maybe I don't know if I'm gonna title this. I was just thinking about Soncerae considers going back to her abusive ex.
There's nobody else because I don't believe in marriage and commitment and none of this stuff. I don't believe in none of that stuff. But if Ben was to come to me and say, hey,
She don't believe in marriage and commitment, but she broke up with him because he cheated. Oh my god.
let's start a family, I would totally do this.
Somebody kill me.
And he wasn't a bad guy. It's not like he's
My
this
daughter just
thug
pulled up.
or
She gonna
anything
think I'm
like
crazy.
that. He was training, coaching, and refereeing basketball. And I just love so many things about this man. And it's just so sad to me that I can't get us to work out smoothly. Because I tried so hard for 4 years. When I tell you I tried so hard, I put my all into it. My all into it. I changed who I was in so many different ways. And this man just did not care at all. Never, not once has this man fixed his lips to say, I love you too, Soncerae. And I'm not even upset with him about it. Like, I used to be so mad at him about it.
Wait a damn minute. So you mean to tell me a man you was with 4 years never said he loved you, not even during sex? Okay. Well.
Because it used to make me cry so much, and I cried and I cried. When I tell you I cried for years.
Yo, I normally wouldn't be laughing at people's pain, but this is.
Over it. He would come around and he would be here with
She
me,
cried and
and then
cried
he would
and
turn around
cried.
and disappear. Like he'd make this promise that things was going to be different and me it was going to be fine, and then he'd turn around and he'd disappear again. I was like, oh my God, I can't take it anymore.
Okay, maybe I should title it Soncerae um wants to get back with one of her many abusers.
I can't fucking take it. And I just cry and cry and cry. And I was just so broken about him for years. Now, there are other men in my life who have made me rethink the type of woman I want to be, but never a man has made me feel the way that this man felt. And I was convinced we were going to be life partners. And losing the idea of having a life partner is not as bad as one would think.
Well, damn, bitch, I done had men treat me better within the span of 3 to 6 months than she had somebody treat her in a whole fucking 4 years. I mean, hell, I've had men tell me they love me shit within 6 months. The fuck? Girl, I don't even know what to say. But anyway, I'm gonna find another video like this, y'all, and maybe come back with something else real quick. All right. Is this The Godfather now? Child, they got The Godfather on repeat. All right, hit the like, share, subscribe now. Come on. Hit it. Hit it.